It's total chaos. Russell to the inside. Charles Leclerc into the gravel trap and off the road. Ocon launching De Vries skywards. The one-time race leader is out. And Fernando Alonso is spun round by Carlos Sainz. And the Australian Grand Prix is go. Good reaction time for George Russell, putting the pressure on Max Verstappen. Will he dive to the inside? Can Verstappen hang on to it? Russell to the inside. Russell to the lead of the Grand Prix to bring a roar from the crowd. Down to second place goes Max Verstappen. He's under pressure. Alonso is all over the back of Hamilton as well. Russell, then Verstappen, and Hamilton to the inside of Verstappen. They're nearly banging wheels. In the background goes Charles Leclerc into the gravel trap and off the road. It's Russell. Then it's Hamilton in a Mercedes 1-2. The pole sitter is shuffled down to third, David.
Yeah, it'll be a safety car. It'll be a safety car because Charles Leclerc is beached.
Let's watch the two peak Alpines. They might not be the only one. The teammates wheel to wheel. No change there. And now let's see. Further up, they're still going on. Still no neutralisation of the race.
George Russell hooked it up nicely on that initial drive. That's exactly what we saw the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso do in Saudi. And then, as Julian said there, Max just got a little bit greedy trying to battle and hold on the brakes into turn one, and that gave Russell, look, he's bolted out front. And then Max brakes a little bit conservative. That opens up the door for Hamilton. Little bit of contact.
You've got Stroll here. I don't know if Lance had a lot to do here.
No, for me, that's Charles trying to hope that Stroll becomes invisible.
There's Albon just oversteering his way to the barriers at the quick turn 6 now. Scatters gravel all over the circuit, and he's perched there right on the racing line. A little bit scary for him. Driver error from a driver that's been superb so far this weekend.
Make sure you're all okay. Yeah, fine.
A red flag, and that completely changes it across the board. And George Russell has given up track position when everyone now can make a tyre change under the red.
Look at this, though. If you're further back, you're almost stopping.
They were. Look at the Joe Guan Yu there, having no choice but to overtake a sea of cars.
Yeah.
And look at that. Look at that. You've got Magnussen through the gravel. And we're racing once again at Albert Park. Good reaction time for Lewis Hamilton. Good reaction time for Fernando Alonso, who's trying to go around the outside of Verstappen. Can't do it. Top three as they were as they left the grid. Moving up into fourth place is Pierre Gasly. Dropping down is George Russell, but he's made a couple of positions off the line. And it's very, very tight to turn 3. But Hamilton maintains the lead. Then it's Verstappen. Then it's Alonso. Then we've got Gasly, Russell, Stroll, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Norris, and
Contact.
Lewis. Oh, off the road in the background goes Nick De Vries. Gaining a position is Sergio Perez, and plenty more out there.
The getaway for Verstappen, a little bit tardy. That allows Alonso to come at him on the outside. That compromises a little bit his line through 1. And then I think I caught him just going a bit deep into 3. He was always wary of Alonso having a shout at him down into that corner. So he's a little bit on the narrow line, and then look, pushes a bit wide, and that just allows Hamilton to open a bit of a gap. And then that contact with De Vries.
That was with Ocon, with De Vries. It's Ocon on his outside. He's going to squeeze wide, and Ocon, again, can't vanish from that position.
That's a replay of Esteban Ocon launching De Vries skywards. Russell dropping down the order. Got to be a problem for George Russell. There is a problem. He's pulling off in the background of your shot, and the British driver has a failure. The one-time race leader is out. Max Verstappen weaving.
He's had a spin. He's had a spin, I'm sure, down at 13. He was pushing 4.
Let's have another look. This is turn 12. We're heading to 13, and this was very nearly the race getting away from Max Verstappen.
Second last corner, locks it up and onto the grass. Yeah, he got away with it, but that was a heart in the mouth moment.
And that's a tyre carcass off the back of the house. That's Kevin Magnussen with an ailing car and a yellow flag in sector 1.
Suspension's okay. And he hit. Did he hit the wall? And that's what caused it. Well, that leaves the jitters for everyone else. Just don't hit the wall and you'll be all right.
Red flag for the second time in this Grand Prix. Can you believe this? It's 2 laps to sort out who wins this one. Immediately Verstappen is chopping ahead of Lewis Hamilton, who will try and edge out Fernando Alonso. It's as you were from the top three. It's going to be close to contact, and Fernando Alonso is spun round by Carlos Sainz. Perez is off the road. It's Max Verstappen with the lead. Then it's Hamilton, and there's a crash at the back of the field. Into the wall goes Gasly, and it's absolute chaos on the restart. Oh, it's deep. He's deep. Stroll into the corner. It's total chaos. It's Verstappen, Hamilton, and then it's Sainz. Up to fourth goes Hulkenberg. Red flag again. Carnage. Absolute chaos. Here is the third start of the Grand Prix.
Oh, we've seen it before and it's been okay, but this was chaos. Alonso gets a good start, is running with Hamilton. Look behind, it's actually Sainz and Gasly that are side by side. Sainz goes in hard with Gasly, and Gasly goes in deep enough himself. Sainz tips Alonso into the spin. Then you've got your two Alpines that must come to blows themselves then afterwards. It's, in fact, Gasly almost rear ends Alonso. They both dragged each other in deep, and it's Sainz that's tagged Alonso. Then the two Alpines come together on the exit of two. Perez out wide and goes through the gravel as well. In all of it, he's still, I think he's still in the top 10.
A big impact into the wall for the two Alpines. Here's the reaction in the Aston garage as the podium slips away.
And the other car went straight on at turn 3 as well. Stroll dropped out of it at the next corner. Let's go on board with Ocon and witness the chaos.
So we're going into turn 1. There's the lock up ahead. There's no idea where to place it. Gasly rejoining. And then these two, Gasly doesn't know his teammates there. And detonation for the Alpines.
Yeah, Ocon was actually very sensible at turn 1. Then there was a space for him to go to at 2, but Gasly just didn't know he was there and was drifting across, having grass tracked his way at 1. This is going to be the point of contact then. Sainz is looking and he's fighting with Gasly. They both draw each other in to go in too deep. And Alonso's looking at switchback time on Hamilton, and Sainz carries too much speed, hits the right rear of Alonso, and that's Alonso off. Stroll will go off at the next corner and give third place back to Sainz though.
This is Sergio Perez. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to have to take evasive action. No choice. Over the gravel he goes, and the melee begins in an extraordinary restart. That was the moment where Stroll was initially up to third place, but did he have a hit at the back?
Right, watch this. Stroll is now side by side with Sainz, and then whoop, 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 not slowing down, out of third place.
You're watching the first Grand Prix in Formula One history to have three incredible stuff here. To have a stop again this late. The restart procedure is under investigation, and race control have a decision to make now about where they go with this. Do they risk this again? Do they count back? We'll leave it to race control.
Stupid rule. How the hell you can put a red flag before?
Yeah, come on, mate.
Maybe because we don't complete a lap, we go back to the same positions. It happened in Silverstone.
Yes, we're looking at that, mate. We're on that. We're already on that.
The race will resume, but no such problems this time around for Max Verstappen, who comes out of the final corner, and the crowd on their feet to salute him. For the first time in his Formula One career, Max Verstappen wins the Australian Grand Prix